Rudy knew. He was in on it. You know that too, I'm sure.
It's like this idea of $5,000 for every child born in America.
So what about Osama bin Laden in Pakistan? Nobody's talking about that. Osama bin Laden in Pakistan. And also, sir, how would you provide help to the 30,000 responders that are still suffering from lung diseases today? How would you do that, sir, for those people?
Well, the reality is that Osama bin Laden should be, without any question, a major focus of our military, of our intelligence services. It would be enormously important for us to catch Osama bin Laden. We should not lose focus on Osama bin Laden because of the other challenges that we have. And, if that focus wasn't there, I would renew that focus. And with regard to the people who were affected by working at Ground Zero, they should get all the help, all the assistance that heroes get.
Yes, sir. Everybody's saying that, but nobody's saying how. How would you do that as president?
The reality is they should have the medical care that they're entitled to. They should have the benefits they're entitled to.
Do you believe any of your statements about the air quality at Ground Zero were optimistic?
Every single one of my statements on the air quality came from the EPA or 5 other agencies that were putting out those reports. They're all public, they're all clear, they were all open. We put out every report we had. They weren't optimistic, they weren't pessimistic, they were just the reports that we got. And in fact, I followed them, meaning I was there as well. So if I had any knowledge that they were extremely damaging or more damaging than they suggested at the time, I certainly would have imparted that to people and followed those rules myself. But the reality is, I can't even analyze them from this point as to whether they were right or wrong. We put out every single report that we have. We probably put it out either the very day we got it or the next day, as quickly as we could get it out. And all you have to do is look at the televised reports of our meetings, and you can see at every one of our meetings, we would go over those reports, we'd go over them in front of the press, and we would lay them out to people.
Sir, but there's still here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Would you clarify with regards to how did you know the building was going to collapse? Sir, how would you...
Another private investigation of 9/11.
Sir, please don't push me. You sure, sir? Please don't push me. Sir, did the OEM tell you that the buildings were going to collapse that day? Did the OEM tell you that the buildings were going to collapse that day? Why didn't the firefighters get the exact same? Sir, why didn't the firefighters get the same treatment? You're criminals, sir.
I went down to the scene and we set up headquarters at 75 Barclay Street, which was right there with the police commissioner, the fire commissioner, the head of emergency management, and we were operating out of there when we were told that the World Trade Center was going to collapse. And it did collapse before we could actually get out of the building, so we were trapped in the building for 10-15 minutes and finally found an exit and got out, walked north, and took a lot of people.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, baby. Doing it. He's still working, so. You got your jacket.
You see the reporter? Thanks. Do we pay?
Yeah, I paid them.
Many of the firefighters to Asian countries. They're actually stealing one time from the building.
Not to mention how Carl and I were in New York for the anniversary
research from 11 cops, firefighters, first responders, and the National Guard. All told us.
I know you're the camera person, but if you want to pass it on, it really would be great because, especially
really,
if you're trying to play on this 9/11 card, we don't agree with that. If you want to play
Well,
on
we don't promote anybody. We have to give everybody.
No, you do your story.
sure,
Do research, do a story on it. First responders, firefighters, cops, all told us. I'm in uniform, so I can't say much, but we support what you guys are doing and thank you very much. They told us that themselves.